If your toddler screams, negotiates, or takes 2 hours to fall asleep at night, you are probably making the same mistake that 90% of parents make every single night. And it's not what you think. It's not about screen time, sugar, or even their bedtime routine. This mistake happens in the final 10 minutes before lights out, and it's actually training your child's brain to fight sleep. Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm a pediatric sleep coach and a mama of two, and I used to make this mistake myself until I discovered what's really happening. Once I stopped, bedtime went from a 2-hour battle to 15 minutes of gentle connection. So, what is this mistake that hijacks your toddler's nervous system and keeps them from falling asleep fast? I'll tell you, but first, let me ask you this. Have you ever noticed your toddler gets more wired the closer it is to bedtime? There's actually a scientific reason for that, and it all comes down to cortisol, your toddler's stress hormone. So here's the mistake. We are accidentally spiking their cortisol right at the moment when we need it its lowest. And I know you're probably thinking, but I do all the things. Blackout shades, sound machine, a consistent bedtime routine. So how the heck could I be spiking their cortisol? In this video, I will show you how, and I will also give you 5 simple shifts that you can make to transform bedtime tonight. And stick around to the end because I will also share the one mindset change that made me actually look forward to tucking my kids in at night. Shift number 1. What if I told you that one simple voice change could cut your bedtime routine in half? This is what I like to call the whisper shift, dropping your voice by about 50% the moment you enter their bedroom. Your toddler's nervous system automatically mirrors your energy. So when you speak softly, their brain starts producing calming chemicals instead of stress hormones. You already know how to whisper. You just need to remember to do it consistently. Start tonight and watch how quickly your toddler's body language shifts when you enter the room. Shift number 2. Do you announce bedtime like it's a deadline? If so, this could be secretly backfiring on you before bedtime even starts. Tonight, try what I like to call the transition bridge. Give your toddler a 5-minute warning before bedtime activities begin. Instead of triggering their fight or flight response with sudden transitions, you're giving their brain time to process this change. This eliminates 80% of bedtime meltdowns because you're working with their development, not against it. All you need to do is set a timer and give one gentle reminder. Your toddler's brain will thank you for the predictability, and you'll thank yourself for the peace. Toddlers thrive on structure, and the more you communicate expectations and follow through, the more comfortable they become and the more willing they are to do the things that you asked without the meltdowns. Want more help with how to set expectations with your toddler? Get my free guide in the description below for simple toddler-friendly scripts that you can use today. These are chock full of repeatable phrases that you can use throughout the day to clearly communicate what's happening, what's expected, and what comes next. Shift number 3. The moment you turn off the lights, your toddler's brain is testing one crucial thing, and unfortunately, most parents fail this test. They are testing their boundaries to see if you will respond differently tonight than you did the night before. When you stop negotiating and become completely predictable, your toddler's brain stops looking for loopholes and starts settling down. Parents typically see testing requests drop by about 90% within just 3 to 5 days. And you don't need to be mean or harsh. Just consistent. Pick one loving phrase and stick to it. You can say something like, I love you and I can't wait to spend time with you tomorrow, but right now it is time for bed. Your toddler will feel more secure knowing exactly what to expect. And just remember, all of this is about them testing their boundaries. And these tests really start to get hard when they start to ask for something they know is important to you, like drinking water or going potty when they're potty training. I myself fell into this trap as well when my toddler started asking every 5 minutes during her bedtime routine to go potty. And we would stop what we were doing and go right away, only to find that she didn't have to go once she got to the potty. So what the heck is a mama to do? For things like water, I always made sure that their waters were filled and on their nightstand before we started our bedtime routine. So there was no searching and going out of the room looking for water when they asked. They could just grab it whenever they wanted. As for potty training, I told my daughter that she had to try to go right when we started our bedtime routine. Then, when we were done with our bedtime routine, she would get one more opportunity to go before I would tuck her into the bed at night. After that, every response to her telling me that she had to go potty was, okay, you will have to now hold it until morning. Good night, I love you. Did this make her have some accidents? Sure, it probably did. But those were well worth it to avoid the constant battle every night as she continued to test her boundaries. And once she learned that I wasn't willing to stop the routine every single time she wanted to try to go on the potty, she stopped asking me, unless she really had to go. Shift number 4. There's a magic number that makes toddlers feel completely loved and ready to let you go. And it's not what you think. The 3-touch rule, giving exactly 3 gentle touches before leaving their room. This creates a predictable ending that satisfies their need for connection without creating endless requests for one more hug. It's like giving them a full tank of love that lasts all night long and reduces wake-ups. 3 touches takes less than 30 seconds, but give your child the security that they need. So tonight, try a back rub, a forehead kiss, and a hand squeeze, then confidently leave knowing that you have filled their connection cup. Shift number 5. Want less pushback at bedtime? Let them feel like they are part of the process. Toddlers want some control. When we give them age-appropriate choices, it reduces power struggles. So give them choices like letting them choose their pajamas, or letting them turn off the bedroom light, or let them pick which stuffed animal they want to sleep with tonight. This gives them a sense of ownership at bedtime and less desire to resist. You're not giving away your authority. You're giving your toddler a healthy way to participate, which builds cooperation and confidence. And another great way to let your toddler participate is discussing with them your expectations and giving them a say in how to respond. Need a place to start? Get my free guide in the description below for simple toddler-friendly scripts that you can use today. Now that we've talked through the 5 simple shifts, let me give you that one mindset shift that I talked about earlier. Here's the shift that I promised. I used to think that bedtime was about getting my kids to sleep as fast as possible so that I could finally have my evening. But everything changed when I realized that it isn't about the destination, it's about the journey. When I stopped rushing towards sleep and started embracing those quiet moments of connections, my kids stopped fighting it. They actually started looking forward to bedtime because it was their special time with me, not a battle to win. So try one of these shifts tonight. Use a calming routine to cue their body for rest, set clear expectations, Stay consistent in how you respond and invite them into the process. Let me know in the comments below which one worked best for your family. And the best part, these aren't complicated techniques that require perfect execution. They're simple shifts that meet your child exactly where they are developmentally. You don't need a perfect routine. You just need a few simple tools. Bedtime can shift from the hardest part of the day to one of the sweetest. You've got this, Mama. And your child deserves the calm, confident version of you that's not dreading bedtime, but enjoying it. Now that you know the one mistake that teaches your child to fight bedtime, you might be wanting to learn how to get them to stop waking up through the night. But how the heck do you do that? It all starts with watching this video next, because when you pair what you just learned with what's in this video, it's way more powerful. Thanks for watching, Mama, and I will see you in the next video.